Back at it again, and oh my goodness, we got to talk about Bill Maher today, because yeah, he's made some more crazy statements that I think deserve to be debunked a little bit. You know, just a little bit, okay? Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like button too. Hit that like button. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I greatly appreciate every single last one of you guys that continue to hit that like button. It helps out tremendously to get these videos out to more and more people, okay? Commenting helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Leaving your thoughts, your opinions. Greatly appreciate every single last one of you guys. And of course, sharing these videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you to every single last one of you guys to contribute to getting these videos out to more people. Because obviously, like I said before, it doesn't happen without the help of you guys. So thank you. I know I probably haven't said that enough, but I wanted to say that today. Thank you. With that being said, let's dive in.
If the guy doesn't concede elections...
Did Hillary concede elections?
Yeah, of course Hillary conceded.
She said he's an illegitimate president.
When did she say that?
She said that in 2016. She said he knows he is an illegitimate president.
I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows that there were a bunch of different reasons why the election turned out the way it did. And I take responsibility for those parts of it that I should. And so I know that he knows that this wasn't on the level. I don't know that we'll ever know everything that happened, but clearly we know a lot and are learning more every day, and history will probably sort it all out. So of course he's obsessed with me, and I believe that it's a guilty conscience in so much as he has a conscience.
After the election?
Yeah. Russia collusion, what was that if not denying the election? They made up a story, which was a hoax.
Well, it wasn't a hoax.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't true.
What wasn't true? What part of it?
The Russia collusion, the idea that...
There was collusion with Russia.
The idea that...
There was absolute collusion with Russia.
Is that why he won the election, do you think?
Partly. It was a very close election. Yeah, you don't think Russia could sway, like, 77,000 votes in 3 states? Of course they could. And they did. Partly through social media, partly for their propaganda there and what they were trying to do there, which was very successful, cost about $100,000. And then, I mean, Trump's campaign manager was trading campaign data with a GRU.
I think what Trump was saying is completely wrong. I agree. But
there was collusion.
But the Democrats also denied the election.
So what he's saying is Hillary lost the election based on some ads the Russians ran. I have a problem with that. Some ads the Russians allegedly ran on social media. I got a question for you guys, and be honest, because I know there probably is somebody watching, right? But how many of you have ever saw, you know, a political ad and was immediately convinced that you should support that person? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. And don't feel bad if you are one of those individuals. That's not what this is about, okay? But I will say I've never been personally convinced by any of that. Even when I wasn't, or even when I didn't have the thought process that I have today, right? Even when I didn't think the way that I do today, when I was still a Democrat, a leftist, right? Or at least in my head, I thought I was. I never saw an ad and was convinced by it. Now, obviously, not everybody is the same. We're all different. We're all unique. So, like I said, I'm sure there is somebody out there watching. And like I said, be honest with us, please. But what I have been convinced by is individuals like myself currently, right, that are in this space that I trust, that I like, that I watch. I was convinced by individuals like that, you know, or I would have been convinced by individuals like that to do something, you know, not by some ad some alleged Russians paid for, you know, like I feel like most people see those and just like, like, yeah, I'll remember the name. Maybe I'll look the name up at some point in time, but like, you're not going to convince me based on an ad. And I feel like most people are that way, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe most people are exactly the opposite, and maybe he does have a fair point there, but y'all let me know how you feel in the comment section, please.
I mean, Trump's campaign manager was trading campaign data with a GRU.
I think what Trump was saying is completely wrong. I agree. But
there was
But the
collusion.
Democrats also denied the election in 2016. They did.
Okay, I mean, maybe one time Hillary said something like that.
Nope.
You ask her today, this is not an issue for the Democrats. You're making a ridiculously false...
You think?
Comparison, of course.
Well, I'd hate to tell you, Bill Maher, but no, it wasn't just once, and it wasn't just Hillary. It was a lot of folks. And unfortunately, Bill Maher, we have the evidence to prove it. This isn't just me talking out of my neck or my behind, however you want to phrase that. This isn't just my personal opinion. We have the video footage. That's the great thing about living in today's world, is that there's video evidence of a lot of this stuff happening. You don't just get to say something or throw rocks and hide your hands all the time, because we have it on camera. Now, before we hop into this, YouTube, this is not me making these claims, YouTube. These are politicians, the likes of Hillary Clinton, Hakeem Jeffries, and so on. This isn't me making these claims, YouTube. These are politicians saying and making these statements. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, roll the tape.
Run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you.
How can you win with Russian interference, though?
That's
what
real
I'm
thing.
scared about in 2020.
But rightly.
Because I think he's an illegitimate president that didn't really win. So how do you fight against that in 2020?
You are absolutely right.
He's an illegitimate president in my mind.
Would you be my vice presidential candidate? Folks, look, I absolutely agree.
Trump didn't actually win the election in 2016. He lost the election, and he was put into office because the Russians interfered.
Russia interfered with our election, attacked our democracy for the sole purpose of artificially placing someone at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. They were successful.
Trump knows he's an illegitimate president.
The president-elect, although legally elected, is not legitimate.
I don't see this president-elect as a legitimate president.
You said you believe that Russia's interference altered the outcome of the election.
I do. We have a president who, if in fact it is proven, has been assisted by the Russians and may in fact not be a legitimate president.
The one thing that Trump is fearful of when it comes to his being president is that finally we will see how illegitimate his victory actually was.
I have an objection.
I object to the 15 votes from the state of North Carolina. I object because people are horrified.
He's an illegitimate president.
Our election was hijacked. There is no question. Congress has a duty to hashtag protect our democracy and hashtag follow the facts.
John Lewis is completely right. There is a cloud of illegitimacy around the election of Donald Trump. The Russians interfered with his election. James Comey and the FBI interfered with his election. The fake news industry interfered with his election.
Trump knows he's an illegitimate president who got illegitimate.
He even brought out the fake news line.
Foreign help.
Do you believe Trump is a legitimate president?
What I believe is that there's no question that the outcome of this election was affected by the Russian interference.
There absolutely is a cloud of illegitimacy.
So that legitimacy is in question, yes. So that was a very tainted election, and in that sense, it's illegitimate.
Why do you think the president is going to such great lengths to essentially prove that he beat you?
Because he knows he didn't. He knows he's an illegitimate president.
Stolen emails, stolen drone.
Okay. You guys get the message, all right? I'm not going to make you sit here for another 20 minutes watching all of these claims. But the point is that Democrats denied it. Democrats denied that Trump was legit. But people say, oh, Trump's a denier. He's a denier. Democrats are deniers. So if you're going to throw dirt on Trump for denying, right? Well, then you got to throw dirt on all of the Democrats, because as you guys saw there, that is a 24-minute video. You got to see 2 minutes and some change. Put that into perspective. All I showed you was 2 minutes and some change. That's a 24-minute video. You know, this whole narrative that Democrats never did anything, it's BS. And we've got the evidence to prove it. We've got the clips. I mean, even in Congress, Joe Biden had to, imagine this. You guys are going to be shocked. Joe Biden had to stop them in Congress. Check this out. I believe this is back from 2017. Watch.
House Manager Raskin objected to the certification of President Trump's victory 4 years ago, along with many of his colleagues. You'll remember it was Joe Biden who had to gavel them down.
I have an objection because 10 of the 29 electoral votes cast by Florida were cast by electors not lawfully certified.
I object to the votes from the state of Wisconsin, which should not be legally certified.
No debate.
Mr. President, I object to the certificate from the state of Georgia on the grounds that the electoral votes were not.
No debate. There's no debate.
And I object to the certificate from the state of North Carolina.
I object to the 15 votes from the state of North Carolina. I object.
I object to the certificate from the state of Alabama. The electors were not lawfully certified.
Is it signed by a senator?
Not as of yet, Mr. President.
In that case, the objection cannot be entertained. The objection cannot be entertained. Debate is not in order.
Even with the
There is no
87
debate in
voting
order. Is
machines
it
that
signed by a senator? There is no
Rights Act
debate.
and
There is no
concerning
debate
hacking by
in
the
the
Russian
joint
government.
session. There is
In
no
the
debate.
early
There is
voting
no
from
debate.
16
There
to
is no
1,
debate.
and the massive
Please come to order. The
my
objection
signature on it
cannot be
seeking a senator,
received.
but the Russian
Section 18, Title 3 of the United States Code prohibits debate in the joint session.
I do not wish to debate. I wish to ask, is there one United States senator who will join me in this letter
There
of
is no
objection?
debate. There is no debate. The gentlewoman will suspend.
So to sit here with this narrative that, oh, Republicans are election deniers. Republicans are deniers. Trump is just a denier. He's a denier. He, did all this denying. Well, didn't Democrats do it? I mean, if you ask Bill, he would say no, but as you just saw there, that would be a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Because we got the video proof. We have the proof. One thing that I've said this before, one thing that I've learned on this journey is that everything that Democrats accuse Republicans of doing or being, Democrats are exactly that or have done that. It's a fact. It's a fact. Here's one example right here in your face. What have Democrats been pushing? Denialism, 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 denier. And the whole time they did the exact same thing in on an even bigger scale because they all were in on it. Some Republicans didn't jump on this ship, with Trump. Obviously, we know who those people are, okay? And they'll be dealt with in election season, all right? But you had all of the Democrats saying the exact same things, including their so-called leader now, Hakeem Jeffries, with his, bro, I can't even do it. It's so terrible. Does anybody else dislike the way that he talks? The pregnant pauses and all of the hand gestures and everything. It's quite ridiculous in my opinion. But I just had to call Bill out on that because once again, we have the video footage, we have the proof. I'm tired of Democrats, making these statements and getting away with it, right? As if Republicans are like the horrible, terrible, no good, very bad people because some Republicans denied, right? When Democrats did the exact same thing. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then you got Trump on trial. Goodness gracious, I'm not even about to dive into that. Y'all already know. I could go on for an hour on that topic, but I'm going to spare y'all. Y'all go enjoy your day. Thanks for tuning in as always. Peace and love, family. I'm out.